Matt here, and welcome to the other episode, a prediction episode of Wheels of Fury. This here is Killer Kyle, as always, and we're here to talk about Great Balls of Fire.
What a lovely name.
Well, it's funny, because as I was trying to look up things for the intro, I couldn't find a Jerry Lee Lewis song, so...
Jerry Lee Lewis, I really.
It's funny how WWE tries to stay clean, but let's get a singer who created incest. That's a good idea. Anyways, so let's go with Great Balls of Fire.
Sure.
We have the starter match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Neville versus Akira Tozawa, who will have Titus O'Neil in his corner for the Cruiserweight Championship.
The Chief Executive Officer of Titus Worldwide. Where did this come from?
Now, I don't know, are they a face? Is he a face or heel? Because...
I really have no clue.
Because people cheer Tozawa.
Oh, yeah.
I assume Titus is a good guy. But then we get... oh, fuck, what's his face?
Apollo Crews?
Apollo Crews, which I used to call them the Chocolate Polo Club, as opposed to Gallows and Anderson. So, I don't know what's going on with those two, but now they've inducted Akira Tozawa on their side. Should be interesting.
It seems to me like this Titus Worldwide thing. Well, at first it was the Titus brand, and then they changed it to Titus Worldwide because he's got Apollo Crews and now, of course, Akira Tozawa, who is, of course, Japanese.
Yeah.
So they changed it to Worldwide because you got wrestlers from two ends of the spectrum. But my opinion of this is it's WWE's way of trying to keep Titus O'Neil relevant.
Yeah.
Like, once Titus and Darren Young split up for the second time, Titus kinda was having a bit of a rough patch where he was losing to people.
Yeah.
And then they had Darren Young with Bob Backlund and this whole make Darren Young great thing, which not like Darren Young was great to begin with.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And then that seemed to dissolve. Darren Young is wherever. Bob Backlund's probably doing friggin' meet and greets where they have wrestlers from the past go to these convention centers and sit around a table and people go up and meet them and get an autograph and whatever. Or maybe Backlund just went home and whatever. But yeah, Darren Young basically is irrelevant in WWE, you could say. And so they came up with this Titus brand and Titus Worldwide just so they can still have Titus in WWE.
Yeah. No, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, he's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And it could work. I think if recruit one more person. I mean, let's hope that Akira wins the title. I don't know. I think, I think Akira should win the title. It'll make the Titus brand interesting just for that reason, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work that went into that, sort of. Like, trying to get Akira, VIP passes and shit like that. So, yeah, why not?
It's like they're trying to give Akira Tozawa more of a bigger push than where he was. But I mean, there wasn't anything wrong with where he was. It just seemed to be that they're trying to get Tozawa a title opportunity quickly.
Yeah, they're trying to push him, which I love, you know. And I mean, no, I mean, Neville's a good wrestler as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think this new attitude of his is really cool. And whatever. Oh, no, it is. I keep calling him Gollum because.
Let's face it, the
He's
guy
an
looks
elf.
like Gollum.
But I think that it's Kira's time to win. And we'll have a feud with those two.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's probably time for Neville to lose the championship.
Yeah.
Is Tozawa the right guy for it? Yeah, you could say that. But I also believe that if you're going to give Tozawa a mentor, so to speak, there is lots of wrestlers he could have chose from other than Titus. I mean,
Well, not Kendrick.
well, yeah,
I don't know.
they tried that, but
Yeah.
Tozawa turned him down, and then the Titus Worldwide thing came about, and Titus was trying to encourage Tozawa to join him, and there hasn't really been a definitive yes or definitive no as to whether or not Tozawa is really a member of this Titus Worldwide. It just seems to be that Titus is putting Tozawa over, and it's looking like Tozawa is a member of this Titus Worldwide.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's too bad they don't go with millions of dollars. Okay, never mind. So, anyways, embarrassing. So, but yeah, seriously, I think that would be a good idea to see how it goes. I am a fan of Titus O'Neil.
Yeah.
Fan of Tozawa as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's another thing I want to bring up too. Like, I'll give you my prediction first. I'll say Tozawa.
Yeah, more likely. I'm gonna go with Tozawa myself.
Great balls of fire.
Back to what we were originally talking about before we went
Yeah.
off on that tangent about Austin Aries.
We got to our first match. WWE Raw Women's match. Alexa Bliss versus
Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
Shasta or Shasta, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like, Cassius, oh no.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was. Anyways.
Kenzo, I think.
No.
Gunn.
Oh, no, why Jose?
Oh, yeah, that one. Or Randy Orton.
But see, that's where you got the gauntlet match, which was a good idea, by the way.
Yes.
And you had Nia Jax going through women.
Left, right, center, pinning them correctly, beating them correctly.
And then you get to Sasha Banks, who already has been the Raw Women's Champion, or the Red Women's Belt, if you want. So yeah, I think that, I think you would agree, it would have been a good chance for Nia to go up against Alexa Bliss.
And for the majority of that match, it was looking that way. But I think what WWE was implying with that is Nia Jax's stamina isn't the greatest.
No.
Because, I mean, she went through 4 other women
Yeah.
and basically wore herself out, so to speak. And then the match with Sasha went for a pretty good amount of time before Sasha ended up being Nia with a, I guess you can call it a modified version of the bank statement. But, and I mean, it goes back, it all goes back to what I said WrestleMania weekend, I think it was. Here you've got a woman that's
Yes.
5'10", roughly, 272 pounds, a human wrecking ball, basically, and you refuse to give her a women's championship?
Yeah.
Huh?
That doesn't make any sense. She's a monster heel, if you will.
Mm.
She can go. Yeah. And it makes total sense. Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax have that chemistry.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, okay, so you want to go with Sasha Banks, the woman that gets injured quite a bit.
Mm.
Well, not recently, but
No, the last.
I smell a heel turn with. So let's just say, Bailey comes out to the ring, and you think she's gonna help Sasha Banks. Heel turn.
Dude, you've been wanting that for a while and it hasn't fucking happened yet.
A Bailey heel turn?
Well, you've been wanting a heel turn between Sasha Banks and Bailey for a while. You've originally wanted Sasha Banks to do the heel turn, but that hasn't happened yet.
Well, there was a lot of talk that they want Bailey to turn heel. I don't necessarily see that happening, but there's a possibility. Who knows? For this match, I think that, and I'm going to be biased here, but I think Alexa Bliss is going to pull out all the stops and get her win somehow or some way. It could be Nia Jax, who knows?
Yeah.
But as much flack as Bailey gets for being, there I go again. Yeah, Alexa gets for being a short wrestler, she could still move. People say, oh,
Yeah, I mean.
yeah, midget wrestlers, okay. Rey Mysterio, look how fast that guy can move. And, Alexa Bliss, pretty much not as high flying. Well, yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, she's got that finisher, the Twisted Bliss, they call it. But other than that, she's not really a cruiser, or the high-flying cruiserweight competitor, so to speak, but she is a good wrestler. She can get aggressive when she needs to be, but it seems to me like Alexa Bliss is one of those wrestlers that when they absolutely have to do it on their own, they can. But when it comes down to it, more than likely going to get help from outside.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know what to think on this case, because Sasha Banks could very well, she went through Nia Jax and beat her ass on Monday. So who knows? I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
I want to say, I mean, it's like my head says this one, not this one. Alexa Bliss.
Well, it could be that one because I know how horny you are for Alexa Bliss.
I can get hard for that anyways. It could be Alexa Bliss, but my heart will say Sasha Banks. I don't know why. I could smell a potential feud with Nia Jax. Who knows? I mean, it's up in the air. What do you think?
Could Alexa Bliss hold on to the championship? Yes. Will Alexa Bliss hold on to the championship? I don't know. Could Sasha Banks win the championship? Yes. Will she win the championship? Possibly.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if Sasha Banks is geared up yet for another championship run, but if she ends up winning the championship, so be it. If Alexa Bliss keeps the championship, we'll see where she goes with it and who her next opponent will be. Maybe they'll have a little bit of a feud with Alexa and Sasha. Who knows? To call a definitive winner in this match, you got a 50-50 shot at it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's just one of those things. Match, I will say, I'm gonna, it's a toss-up. I can't decide.
Yeah, it's like I said. Can Alexa Bliss keep the championship? Yes. Will she? I don't know. Can Sasha win the championship? Yes. Will she? Perhaps.
Maybe.
It's a 50-50
It's a wait and see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we get to Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins.
Where the fuck did this rivalry come from all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's just another one of those throw these two together, see what happens.
Basically.
You know what? And it really hurts me to say this because I'm a Bray Wyatt fan. And I have been since he was in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
But
fucking do something with
he
him,
has
man,
not
for God's sakes.
He has not won a fucking match. He won a WWE championship. Okay? But where did he go with that? Oh yeah, I forgot. Fucking Randy Orton had to win. Shit. He won maybe 2 matches after that. Maybe more. He talks the talk. I have yet to see him walk the walk.
Yeah.
You know? Seth Rollins, well, Seth Rollins seems to be okay. Like, he wins matches. I think that it's not going to be a terrible match. I just think that it's random to put those two together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to say because I like both of them. I like Bray Wyatt more. But, you know, it's... If Bray Wyatt wins, I'll probably believe more. I will hope that he wins. It's more than likely that Seth Rollins is going to win. But, you know, I'm surprised that Wendell Rotunda hasn't left himself. Because they're not doing nothing with him.
Here's the way I look at it. Seth Rollins right now is on a fairly steady face push. They put him on the cover of next year's WWE 2K video game, and the commercial for it is pretty interesting. So he's kind of on a face run right now.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt is just neutral. He hasn't really fallen down. He's not on an uphill climb. He's just neutral. So, if Bray wins, it's like, okay, Bray won a match. Big deal. If Rollins wins, it's like, okay, Rollins beat Wyatt, so where do we take this next?
Yeah.
Do we keep him in a rivalry with Bray Wyatt? Do we give him a rivalry with somebody else? Do we eventually put him in the Universal title picture? I'm sure they probably will at some point, but it seems to be, I guess you can say, it seems to be more favorable that Seth wins over Bray. Just so that you can have Seth continue on this face run, and then maybe it'll spark Bray Wyatt to get a fire lit under his ass and fucking do something. And I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but maybe it'll be time for either the Wyatt family to get back together, or bring in a new Wyatt family, maybe.
Yeah,
but you gotta do something with Bray.
Yeah, you do, because the way he's going right now, it's fucking embarrassing. At the go home show, he was in the desert.
Yeah.
Doing his thing. Yeah. And it's like, why? Show me something. Show me a fucking win. But no. It doesn't seem to go like that.
Yeah. With Seth Rollins, it's like, okay, what are you going to do for me next? With Bray Wyatt, it's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah. And I like Seth. I think, he's done some really good matches. I wish he'd go to SmackDown, but I smell a Shield reunion happening in the near future. If that happens, that would be cool. But until then, I think he's on a good streak.
I think in order for a Shield reunion, it would be awesome. But they've got to have something to lead up to a Shield reunion. Because it'd be kind of pointless just to throw the three of them back together and just go, okay, do what you did before and see where it takes us. You got to have something to lead up to it.
Yeah, but DX got back together and it didn't go very well.
Well, it went pretty well, but...
I think my favorite was the whole Shane McMahon Vince thing.
That was good. That was hilarious.
But I'm going to say, you know what, if Bray Wyatt wins, it's going to be surprising.
Mm-hmm.
I would like it to happen.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen, so who knows? But I will say Bray Wyatt, just for the hell of it.
I'm honestly gonna go Seth Rollins with this one, because it's like I said, for Seth, it's a step up the ladder in his face run. But with Bray Wyatt, the hell am I stumbling? For Bray Wyatt, it's like, if he wins, okay, you won the match. So what?
Yeah, you have to build him up again to make him credible wrestler. Because if he's just going to be a jobber, like most people have said, then either he's going to leave, or I don't know. Because I followed the Buzzard for years, and it just isn't working for me anymore. I need more.
Yeah, you followed the Buzzard for the years, but the Buzzard lately seems to be on his last
legs, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it'll be an interesting match. Again, random, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
This next match, people said, I think it was you that said, why don't they just give it up? But Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns in an ambulance match. Now, the lead up to that, what?
Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, yet again. Now, okay, it's an ambulance match. There's been ambulance matches before, which have been very good. And I'm sure this one's going to be good too, but can we give Braun another rivalry? Can we give Roman another rivalry?
Yeah, I know.
Can we just have them part ways with the rivalry and just carry on?
But I think this should be the last match.
Hopefully.
Because it is a stipulation match. Not a stimulation match. But, yeah, so that should be the last one. The fall of the rivalry. The last match of the rivalry. I know that I said Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins didn't have a very good lead up to the Go Home show. These guys fucking tore it up.
Oh, absolutely.
They beat each other up. The sneak attack. It's just,
That's how you build up a match.
That's how you build up a match. It's just, okay, so if Braun Strowman wins, people aren't going to be happy because fucks Roman Reigns for some reason. And if Roman Reigns if Roman Reigns wins, then he gets one up on Braun Strowman. Because in the last match, I think Braun Strowman won. And I think it was Payback.
Yeah.
So, there should be a good match, I think. It's gonna be their last match regardless. Why not?
Yeah.
You know? I think it should damn well be bloody. You know,
Yeah.
incapacitate your opponent.
Beat your opponent so senseless that you throw him in the back of an ambulance and you shut the doors and the ambulance drives off.
But, so, yeah, I'm gonna have to say Roman Reigns is gonna win because I think that it's his time to win.
Yeah.
You know, let's see how it goes. I know it's not the popular decision, but it
may not be the most popular decision, but I think it'll be a beneficial decision to have Roman win over Braun.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to say Roman Reigns. I think it's going to be a really good match.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the go home show when the week before that, holy shit. In fact, the whole feud was really good.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's see how it goes. And maybe it'll be a surprise, but if we both say Roman Reigns, and whatever. Let's see.
With that, we move on to a match and a rivalry probably nobody expected to see, nobody thought they would see,
Yeah.
but here it is, gonna happen. It's almost painful to say it.
Bye-bye, Kenzo.
Enzo Amore versus Big Cass. Yes, everyone on YouTube, you heard me correctly. Big Cass and Enzo one-on-one in a match.
Now, I had said something in a review that we did that I'm not sure when they're gonna break up.
Ta-da! It happened.
So,
and you know, the way they went about this was kind of interesting. Basically, it all ended up being that Big Cass was saying that Enzo was dead weight and Enzo was holding Big Cass back, and you know.
you're gonna find this interesting, because I did. Because I watch Aftermath when I go to my parents. And, well, I live there, whatever. And so I have a bunch of shit on the PVR. I watched a lot of Aftermath. And Nug, I can't pronounce his last name, said that in one of the episodes that he wouldn't be surprised if Colin Cassidy just beat the shit out of Enzo because they're not doing anything with him. And I absolutely agree. Because, yeah, they were entertaining, but again, they weren't doing anything. They had tag team championship opportunities. Cass had a WWE championship opportunity. You know, Enzo kept getting injured. You know, it's just like, okay, so that's great that they're a tag team, but they're not doing a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Where's their title shot? So, yeah, it's probably too soon that they broke up, but they really have to see what else these guys can do.
Yeah.
In being in a singles, being single wrestlers now. Maybe it'll be good for them.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's too early to break them up, but I think there could have been, like, as interesting as it was having Cass say, "Oh, Enzo's holding me back. Enzo's dead weight. I'm the better wrestler of the two of us. The only reason why I was still tag partners with you is because everybody thought you're silly and you got a big mouth and yeah, I was protecting you from getting your ass kicked and shit like that, but you could have had a little more backing behind it.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on there. And the fact that Enzo came back the next Monday and tried to reason with Big Cass. It was interesting to see him come out and fake the whole, "Oh, we're back together because we're brothers," and then go up the ramp just to
Just to
have
pulverize them and throw them down the ramp.
But again, it's just interesting to see how most of these tag teams break up because, and a lot of people are complaining too that, oh, there's not enough tag teams because they keep breaking up. Okay, well, so Titus O'Neil and Darren Young broke up. You have these guys break up, so it's like there's still more tag teams out there.
Yeah, it's not like the tag team division is bone dry, but there has been a wide number of tag teams go their separate ways.
Yeah. And who knows, this could be a good match. I mean, Enzo Amore just out of nowhere attacking Cass during an interview. To me, that's really cool to see that finally his mouth, isn't running for a reason and he's actually doing it. So who knows who's going to win this match on Sunday. I don't know if necessarily Enzo is going to win. I can definitely see Cass win, no problem.
Yeah.
But again, who knows? It's going to be a hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully one of them will get a title shot at some point. Whether it's the WWE Universal or the Intercontinental Championship. Possibilities are endless.
And maybe now that Enzo doesn't have Big Cass's backup or a tag partner, this is the spark that he needed to get a main streak, so to speak, so he won't be getting his ass kicked on a weekly basis.
Yeah, that's too bad. But I will say, state the obvious and say that Big Cass will win this one.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad they broke up. A moment of silence. So anyway, we move on. So, what's your prediction for this match?
I feel like Enzo can put up a good fight, but Big Cass is probably going to be just too much for Enzo, and more than likely Cass is going to win.
Yeah, I mean, maybe next match we'll see Enzo
Get him, kid!
Do something, yeah. But he's too much of a goofball to be taken seriously. I mean, like we mentioned before, he was on Holy Foley as a badass.
Trying to spark Noel not to smile anymore.
Yeah,
talk shit and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, that was good. Can we now transfer it maybe into his character?
You can't talk. This is like Bray Wyatt. Don't talk shit unless you could back it up.
I'm gonna say something here, and you're more than likely gonna agree with me on it. For for Enzo needed what Bailey needs. Here's what I mean. Okay, Enzo can run his mouth and talk about his opponent, and he's what does he say? Trash talker, Skywalker, and all this other stuff, but he's looks like he's found that spark to be in matches, win matches, and hopefully not get beat up.
Yeah.
Bailey needs that mean streak.
Yes. Yes, for sure. For sure on that.
For shizzle.
For shizzle, manizzo. And I mean, Enzo can still do the crazy chicken dance.
Yeah.
But he has to back it up.
Yeah.
So I think he will. There's no denying it, but I don't think he's going to win this match.
Mm.
So anyways, we have... Oh, god damn it.
I know. My thoughts exactly. Another match for the IC title between Dean Ambrose and The Miz.
Yep. Fantastic. So
Just peachy!
we had to put the belt on Miz again for some fucking reason. Whatever. Okay. Now, what's good about this, though, is that Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas are back. I have no idea. I think you said that they were on Main Event or somewhere. Because I haven't seen Bo Dallas in forever.
Bo Dallas I seen a couple times on Main Event. Curtis Axel, he was here and there sporadically, but they were both in the newest version of the Marine.
Oh.
With Maurice and Naomi and...
Naomi was in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't watch that shit. So I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Naomi,
Yeah,
Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, I think Kurt Hawkins, and I think there's one more in there. But yeah. And so, coming off of the movie, they needed to put Axel and Bo Dallas somewhere where they wouldn't necessarily get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
And not be just popping up here and there when they need somebody to, when they need a filler match, so to speak, so they put them with The Miz. It's working so far, but it all goes back to friggin' months and months ago. Miz needs somebody to Jackson's for him to win. I was trying to think of a way to put it, but that's bottom line is that.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like I said, it's cool to see them back. I like to see them fucking go somewhere. We're not gonna see the whole believe gimmick again.
No.
Unfortunately. But yeah, I don't like The Miz, but so I mean, I'm gonna have to say Miz because of the Miz Lounge.
Miz Taraj.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunate because I'm a Dean Ambrose fan, and it's too bad that shit's gonna go down that way.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say the Miz retains. But
yeah, most likely.
That being said, who's he gonna be paired with? I mean, not paired with. Who can he?
What's
feud
his
with?
next rivalry?
Yeah.
What's his next rivalry? I don't know.
I can't say Nakamura because Nakamura's on SmackDown. So.
Maybe Sami Zayn. Maybe
Sami Zayn's a good one, actually.
Dolph Ziggler. Oh no, Dolph's on SmackDown. Maybe only name that came to mind at first was Sami Zayn, and that's really all I can come up with at this point.
Oh, here's another dud, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I will say, Miz.
Yeah.
I would love to say Dean Ambrose, but I just don't see it happening with those two outside.
And if you got Maurice at ringside as well.
Yeah, Maurice as well. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking. So we have the Tag Team Championship match. The Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus, who have not yet come up with a title name for themselves.
In a 30-minute Iron Man match for the tag titles.
So let me get this straight. How long does a regular tag team match last?
Maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 to 30 minutes, I'd say.
See, so that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. So they just had a 2 out of 3 falls match, and now they're doing a 30-minute Iron Man match. Here's the thing. Not 60-minute, 30-minute. Not 40-minute, 30-minute. Why the fuck can you not have a longer match than that? It makes no sense, you know? These guys shouldn't even have that. They should have a better match. But I guess that's what they came up with.
Yeah.
Thank you, WWE, for now ideas. You know? I basically, you know what? The Hardys should still be there. You know, because they're there, they might as well win the titles again.
Yeah.
Because basically, you won't be doing anything with them now. Unless they fuck off and go to SmackDown.
Yeah. Although, I happened to catch the interview again that they did with Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Shortly after they came back. And one of the things that they made mention of is probably, I don't know how long they're going to stay in WWE, but they said that there could be a potential for them having another singles run. Like Jeff have a singles run, Matt have a singles run. Now whether it be both of them on Raw, one on SmackDown, I don't know, but they said they would be interested in having one more singles run.
Well, that's the thing, though, because, because last time it was Jeff that got all the glory.
Yeah.
Where Matt just was pushed aside and only had he had the European Championship, he had the Intercontinental Championship, I think.
He won the ECW Championship when they brought back ECW in 2006.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Whatever it was.
The Cruiserweight Championship.
Yes.
So, okay, they did fine with him, but they did a lot more with Jeff.
Yes, I know.
The fact is, let's push Matt. Let's see how Matt can go far this time.
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of stupid to, put them apart. Why? Because, okay, they're nearing the end of, they still have a few years to go. But how, they're gonna run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Because, okay, we're gonna put you apart, okay, we're gonna put you back together, oh, we're gonna put you apart again, no, I think we're gonna put you back together, it just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. Whereas when they were on TNA, I didn't like it at first, but I got used to the broken gimmick.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to see the broken gimmick on WWE because of how Vince McMahon likes to fuck with things outside of WWE when they come into WWE.
Mm.
But the fact of the matter is, something needs to get better in order for them to be separate.
Mm-hmm.
Either put a title shot on Matt Hardy, give Matt Hardy a title shot, it doesn't matter where.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how far he can go this time. But Matt Hardy basically needs a better push.
Yeah.
If this is gonna be what happens, I don't know.
Yeah. For now, Jeff and Matt are going to be as a tag team, and we're just gonna have to see where it goes. Another thing that was mentioned by Jeff in this interview was he said that a match that he has on his bucket list is he'd like to have a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily know who they were put in the Hell in a Cell with, but
I can think
keep
of
an
one.
eye out somewhere down the line at some point, maybe within sometime next year or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe you could see Jeff in a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh,
Options.
Yeah, you got Seth Rollins, you got Neville, if Neville, whatever it happens to him. There's possibilities as well. I mean, who knows? And the future is kind of, we'll wait and see how they treat the Hardy Boys.
Yes.
I mean, I'm glad they're not getting the Dudley Boy treatment.
Oh, God. No kidding.
Or Headbanger treatment for that matter, but... So...
At least with the Dudleys, they went for like a year.
True.
The Headbangers was what? Half a month?
I didn't think it was that long either, but I guess.
A week?
Yeah, probably a week.
A week or two, I'd say tops.
So, I'd like to see what happens when they break up. Or if they break up, for that matter. Because if they don't win the WWE Raw Championships, let's see if they can get moved to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Plenty of good competition there.
Oh, definitely.
Plenty of good competition there.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah. For this one in particular, I'm going to say the Hardys. I don't like the idea of a 30-man Iron Man match, but who knows? The Hardy Boys are still that tag team that can
give you the wow factor.
Exactly, and I don't know if this is no disqualification or no count out, but who knows?
From previous Iron Man matches they had, and the most recent one that comes to memory is the 30-minute Iron match they had with Sasha Banks and Bayley. But it's the most falls in 30 minutes. And I believe you can win a fall on pinfall, submission, disqualification, or a count out. So it's going to be a regular match, but it's whoever can get the most falls within the 30 minutes will either retain the tag titles or regain the tag titles.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say Hardys.
I'd actually like to see the Hardys win the tag titles again and have a significantly longer run than they did when they first won the tag titles.
Yeah, and it was kind of stupid too, because, I mean, I'm glad Sheamus and Cesaro are where they're at, but they were getting over with the fans. Unfortunately, it didn't last long, but I'm glad that they have that gimmick now, or get up, or whatever you want to call it.
We don't set the bar, we are the bar.
Yeah, let's go to the bar. And
Sheamus can have a pint of Guinness, and Cesaro can have
a Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah.
And a pint of Mr. Brow.
Or a shot of Jaeger. Actually, Jaeger isn't Swedish, it's Russian, but still.
Yes.
So with that, we move on to the final match of the evening.
Yes.
For the Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe.
Yes. Will you take this one, because I got a few things to say.
Well, see, here's been my thought about this match for the last few weeks. It's going to be a good match, hard-hitting, aggressive, brawl. Could Brock Lesnar keep the title? Yes. Will Samoa Joe win? Well, see, here's been my thought about this match for the last few weeks. It's going to be a good match, hard-hitting, aggressive brawl. Could Brock Lesnar keep the title? Yes. Will Samoa Joe win? Can Samoa Joe win the title? Yes. Who's gonna come out on top with the championship? You got a coin? Because honestly, it's a 50-50 toss-up. It was the same with Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up. Or even what was the other one? Oh, Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. It's a toss-up.
Yeah. I thought long and hard about this one. The thing that's the fact of the matter is the hype.
Yeah.
You hype up a match for so long, and when it gets to that point, you watch it and you go, "Wow, this was not what I thought it was." And I couldn't think of a rivalry. The only one I could think of was Brock Lesnar and Goldberg.
Yeah.
Because WrestleMania 20. Well, first of all, the Royal Rumble, you had Brock Lesnar be eliminated by Goldberg. And then this whole thing happened. And I thought, this would be a good feud. I can't wait to see their match at WrestleMania. And the match happened. It wasn't terrible. Wasn't the greatest either.
Yeah.
You have the match in Toronto at the Survivor Series. Again, a great height match. You had a speedy 20-minute match, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was, yeah. Brock Lesnar lost. Then you have the WrestleMania match. And we knew that Brock Lesnar was going to win. So, this was a good match. I guess that match was probably the best of the two. Or best of the three. The only other match I could think of that was good hype and a shitty match would have been probably John Cena and The Rock won. The match once in a lifetime.
I turned into twice.
Yeah. But there's a match where you had so much hype, so much build up, and when the match happened, it was shit.
Well, see, here's the thing, though, Matt. I gotta disagree with you on it. Only because both the matches between Rock and The Rock and Cena. Hey, there's a good one. Both matches started off slow and, shitty.
I mean, they weren't terrible matches.
But at the end, they both turned out pretty damn good.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they weren't great, but
Well,
it's
no.
it's really not what I expected.
Yeah, you're not gonna put those two matches on a list of top whatever WrestleMania matches of all time, but it was decent enough to where the fans were invested in it and it wasn't a complete bombshell. And the only reason why the match between Brock and Goldberg excuse me, good God, can I get a sentence out? The reason why the match at WrestleMania 20 was the way it was is because of the fact that both Goldberg and Lesnar were not into it.
No.
Goldberg was taking some time off wrestling for a little bit.
And Brock Lesnar was going
Brock
to do some
Lesnar
football
basically didn't give a shit because
on that team.
he was going to be trying out for the Minnesota Vikings. That went south. So then he ended up going to the UFC. He had a stellar run in the UFC, became UFC champion.
Yeah.
He got his ass kicked twice.
Yeah.
Came back to WWE, and we are where we are now.
Yeah. And it's true, I think. Yeah, the Rock Cena match wasn't the greatest, but it didn't live up to what I thought it would. And their second match just happened because Crybaby Cena had a shitty year because he lost to The Rock. So we have to have him win the fucking championship from The Rock.
Mm.
You know, and that's another story for another day. But
Yeah.
so I can't think of any other feuds that I thought would be good, but they didn't turn out so good. I've tried to think for this video, but it's hard.
Yeah.
But these two guys, you know, you got the Samoan submission machine. You got the guy who was IWGP, WWE, UFC, NCAA champion. Okay, you got 4 of these things. You got a guy who is a legit badass, who doesn't give a fuck about anybody. And so you put those two together and have a very good match. And the feud, I think, I was watching a guy on YouTube, and he said he ran down how this should happen, how this feud should happen, and unfortunately, the only time they did have a fist fight was in the beginning. But let's see how well it turns out.
Yeah.
Do I think he tapped out Lesnar? Or he already
damn near choked him out.
So I don't know how well that's going to go for them this time. Do I see a potential match at SummerSlam? You know what? If they do that, let's make a stipulation. Let's bring back the Lion's Den match. Let's see how far that goes. I can't wait to leave the SmackDown one pay-per-view because I get to talk about the Punjabi prison match.
Yeah. Stay tuned in the next couple of weeks for that one.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
This match is going to be fun too. I will not. I'll admit. I'll say that. I'm looking forward to it. I just don't know if they're going to put the belt on Joe just yet. I think Lesnar needs to keep it for a while. Have them feud till probably SummerSlam. They have another match, Joe wins. Because let's say Samoa Joe wins. So okay, here's another thought. Samoa Joe wins. Because there was talk about having Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor at SummerSlam. That match is a no-brainer. Lesnar would squash him. Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor at SummerSlam. To me, that sounds good on paper. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm gonna say for this one, Brock Lesnar retains. Somehow or some way, it's gonna be one hell of a fight. I promise you that. I just think Brock Lesnar is gonna retain. I think they're gonna go again at the next pay-per-view. Who knows?
Yeah. I really don't know who's going to win this one, to be quite honest. Would it be good to have Brock keep the title? Yes. Would it be good to see Samoa Joe with the title? Yes. Is it Joe's time yet? Maybe. But to call a definitive winner in this match, and your guess would be as good as mine. It really would.
Well, at least I'll give the title to Samoa Joe. Unlike Austin Aries. So, who knows? We'll find out tomorrow.
Oh, I can totally see you doing a YouTube rant about that.
Oh, it's coming, man. It's coming. But I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday. It's going to be a good show. I thought this title was stupid. Great Balls of Fire. But who knows? It's going to be a fun match. Fun matches, I mean. So, yeah. Don't quite know what this 30-minute Iron Man match tag team thing's going on about, but ambulance match should be interesting. What are your thoughts?
Final thoughts. Well, the the go home show for this was meh. The SmackDown 4th of July celebration was good. NXT this week was fairly good. But I gotta give it up for friggin' Nikki Cross and Asuka last week.
Yes. Oh my god.
Last woman standing. That's
fucking best match ever.
And I mean
women's tag team championship. Anyways, this is pretty good review. Can't believe it went an hour.
no, we got into a few ramble sessions.
That could be split up. Anyways, so for Killer Kyle, and this is me, Matt, and
We'll see you again.
we'll see you next time. See ya.
Bye.